Alright, I got us all set up. We're gonna stream the first episode of our single player career. So this is what I was expecting Breaking Point to be like. It seems like Breaking Point is mostly a bunch of scenarios and you just kind of play through them. It gives you a cool little story-driven experience. It's something different. I appreciate the effort that's gone into it. I'm not saying it's bad, but I think personally what I'm looking to play, what I'm looking to enjoy, and what I'm looking to stream is like a single player career. And I honestly don't need all the crazy cutscenes and the CGI. Excuse me so much. But I don't need all the CGI and all that stuff. I can enjoy a single player career without all that stuff, to be honest. So we're gonna jump in single player career. Now we had options to do my team, where you are owner and driver of a team. So you can do my team, which we did last year. This was the new game mode that came in F1 2020. And this was a great addition to the game, I gotta say. I enjoyed my team, but it felt like it was a lot trying to do all this budget stuff. One thing that I didn't do with 2020 that I meant to do when I bought it was do a driver career mode. You sign a contract with any of the teams and you just basically fight for the championship. You work your way up. I think that's a far more rewarding experience. It's the original career that I did when I first got the F1 games, and this is my preferred career mode, is the driver career, where you're just a driver, you're not a team owner, you don't have to manage anything other than just driving and upgrading the car. So that's what we're gonna do. Now we can start in F2 or we can skip to F1. So you can play all of the F2 season. So I'm gonna leave this up. If anyone's watching, if you're in the chat, F2 or F1. If anyone at all is watching in the chat. I'm really tempted to start in F2 because I've never done a full season of F. Let's do F2. I'm really tempted to do F2. Really tempted to do F2, actually. I'm super tempted to do F2. I really think F2 is so tempting to try, because I've not done a full season of F2. If I click on it, does it? Oh, so you can choose it. So I think we're gonna start in F2. More tracks coming soon. Yeah, that's gonna be added to the game. Portimao and Imola are the two tracks that are gonna be added. But I think we should do a full season, dude. A custom season. Can you do a full custom season? Yeah, let's do a customs. We're doing F2. We're gonna do a custom season. Let's do this. Custom season. We can do a 12 race season length or a 6 race season length. You don't feel like doing a full. Let's do a 12 race season length. We have to do Monaco. We have to do. I don't want to do Monaco, but we have to do Monaco. All right. So let's see. Can I? Wait, whoa. Go to custom. Go to custom. Can I swap tracks? Or I don't know if I can swap tracks because you have certain tracks that F2 only goes to. And F2 does not go to every track that F1 goes to. So let's see. If I do 6 races, I can swap tracks, right? Yeah, I can add a track or whatever. I can't do that with the 12 race calendar because you have only the tracks that Formula 2 goes to. Here I can remove tracks or add a track if I do a 6 race calendar. So what I could do is, let's say, for example, I grab this track. No. I pressed the wrong button. It's 4. Is it 4? No, I gotta go to 6 race calendar. Sorry, I'm on 12 race. So it's 4 is the button. So what button is 4? Is this 4? This button 4. Remove track, season length. Selecting full season will set your career to use the entire calendar of events. This can't be changed during a season, but you can review this decision and choose differently before the start of any subsequent season. Obviously, this was a feature in last year's game as well. Selecting custom season allows you to play short or medium length season of events. Playing custom season, you're locked to a specified number of events, but you may choose exactly which tracks to include. The only restriction is that the events you choose must still be played in calendar order, just like the official season. So, what is the full season length? Because it says 12 races. Okay, is this starting in 2019? I just want to look at what the 2019 F2 season was before I start anything. Let's look at the F2 championship in 2019. So 2019, Formula 2. It was won by Nick DeVries. Calendar was a 12 race calendar. Okay, that makes sense. So it is the 12 races is a full length calendar. I thought so, because F2 doesn't actually go to every track. It doesn't have a 20 race calendar like Formula 1 or a 21 race calendar. It's like half that. So this is a full length calendar right here. I figured. I just wanted to double check that. I don't follow F2 as much as I do follow F1. I do follow some F2. I've watched F2 races live. I just don't follow it closely. So we could do a custom one where we, move tracks around and we could go to any track we want. But to me, I think part of the fun is just going and racing and doing 12. We'll do 12 races. We'll do a full calendar. Customize settings. So we're going to do a full race calendar. No assists. Rules and flags. Good. Oh, that's fine. Oh, wait. How is safety car not a thing? Is F2? F2 has a safety car. Practice format. Single session. Qualifying format full. Feature and sprint. Whoa. Okay, feature race long. Feature race is 50. Full, long, medium. Practice race 25%. No, we like 50. I like 50% race distances. So long. That gives you just the right amount. So we'll do back. Career settings. Meet the press. And R&D management. Yes, that's fine. Just double checking all the settings. It doesn't have an option for AI. Or is it here? Oh, it's here. I take that back. I think we're going to set to 80 to start with. AI is really good this year, man. Service type. Realistic. Yes, that's fine. Flashbacks are fine. Does it have the... Nope. Flashbacks. Car damage. I mean, I had it on standard and it was pretty hard, but we'll go simulation. Race starts, manual collisions on. Anything else to change? I don't think so. I think we're ready to go. Confirm settings. Start career with selected options. So we're starting in Formula 2. I didn't wait on anyone to tell me whether we should start in Formula 2. We're doing it. So we're starting in F2. We're going to do a full season in F2 just to get that full Formula 2 experience. And then we're going to jump to F1. Do you want an authentic experience capturing the challenges facing a real Formula 1 driver? In driver career, you play as one of those drivers. You look to secure a seat on one of the official Formula 1 teams. Being a driver will require hard work to impress the teams, ultimately earn contracts at teams better able to support you in your bid to win the championship.
First things first, let's create your driver.
Oh god, didn't I do this last night? Okay, maybe I did. Choose the avatar. Well, I know which one looks the most like me. There he is. Yes? Yeah. That's the closest. I think. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm getting Esteban Ocon vibes as well from that. But it looks the closest to me. It's not super close. American. Obviously. The American driver. Oh, Vince. Next. There you go. Enter initials. All right. Select a category. Name. I did that. Audio name. Oh God, is there an audio name for this? Please tell me that there's an audio name for me. There's not gonna be under here. McKinnon. So if Nathan McKinnon plays this, his audio name is in here. Cool. Good for him. Is there anything that says Vincent? Vertanen. Vertanen is a name in here. My goodness. All right, wait. The Rainmaster. That was the name from last year. We're bringing it back. The Rainmaster. The Rainmaster is back. Oh no! No! Tiger. I saw a tiger. I saw a tiger. No, listen to it.
The tiger.
Toy like a tiger. Okay. Oh.
Wang.
Yes. Wang. No, the Rainmaster.
The Rainmaster.
The Rainmaster. And you know what driver number? Is 21 taken or something? Is there something I don't know about? Why can't I choose 21? I can't choose 21. Alright, well, I'll take driver number 19. I can't choose my own number. Yeah, I'm Vince Max 21. I'm supposed to be number 21. I'm supposed to be 21. I have to be 19. That's not 21. Is 12. 12 isn't a number because who races 12? I don't know who races 12. Oh, who races 12? Seriously, who races 12? Someone races 12, don't they?
And now let's focus on your driver's look.
Hold on. Go back. Helmet and emotes. Oh God. All right. Well, see, I did an avatar. Yeah, we'll take this Juan Pablo Montoya inspired helmet. That looks great. Let's try something different. See, we're gonna do something different. Let's do like a cool, let's do something 90s. Get me some like red in there. Give me just a second. I gotta look this up. It's like you have like a lime green, like 90s designs. Yeah. Oh, you know what would be perfect? That like purple and teal. Oh, I'm going for like a purple and teal colored helmet here. Let's see, find purple. I mean, how many drivers have a purple helmet? Lewis Hamilton has a purple helmet. I take that back. Lewis Hamilton actually does have a purple helmet. Purple. Gotta throw some teal in there. It's almost like they're gonna be a perfect helmet. Oh, that's not really the teal I was going for. That's... No, sorry, this is the wrong setting. Hold on. It's a little closer. And then, like, you need, like, some green in there, don't you? I would imagine, like, some green. Some kind of, like, green. Or pink. Let's see. That's a cool helmet. Let's see. Let's try yellow. Oh, perfect. Oh, that looks rad. That looks radical, man. Totally radical. I don't know. I don't know about that red, though. I don't know about the red. Just give me just a second. I'm spending way more time on this than I should. What if we make that black? Oh, that is so awesome. That's very retro 90s. Come on, I was born in the 90s. Oh, that's sick. I love it. I actually like this helmet. I just kind of did this as like a one-off type thing. I actually like this helmet. Just let me I'm still looking at some designs on my phone, so just give me a moment. Oh, pink was one of them that I was going to go for, so we could actually throw... We could either go black, or we could go pink. Hold on. Oh, yeah. That is actually pretty cool right there. I like that. My very 1990s inspired race helmet. Yeah, we can't get anything from the shop, but that's fine. Is that equipped? Equip that helmet. Let's go, son. Character poses. No, a very gentlemanly pose there. Podium emotes. We went through this last night. We did the character thing. Victory radio call. Yeah, I think we'll just go with that. It's fine. Team select. Okay, so this is where we select our Formula 2 team. Does this have? I know Prema. They are a like an F2 team that a lot of their drivers graduate to Ferrari. Obviously, being based in Italy. Then who is this team? This is BWT, Trident, Cheru, ART, Carlin. Who's the what happened to that Russia team? They change or move out of F2? I don't actually know what happened. The team from Russia. Alright, let's see. Do we want to join Prima or... You know what, here's what I'll do. I'll tell you what I'll do. Because F2, I don't really care about which team I go to. Let's go to random. Let's do to a random draw. Or random drawer. Here you go. Random name picker. So we just enter a name and we just randomly pick a team. So we're going to put all the F2 teams in here. So Carlin. And then Prima. Or Prema, however you say it, Prima, BWT, I put BTW, of course I did. By the way, ART, Cheru, Trident, Dams, I typed Dam, D-A-M-N-S, not that, Dams, Campos, High tech. I can't even see what I'm typing anymore. There's an ad in the way. Virtuosi. I'm just gonna put Uni. And then MP. Alright. That's our choices. Number of winners, just one. Alright, so where do we pick a random name? Pick a random name! Oh, it's going through the names. And we have come out as high tech. So we're going to high tech. So high tech is the winner. It's on my phone. I know you can't see it, but high tech is the winner. I could do this. I could literally hit the Windows button and do it on my browser, but high tech is the winner, so we're going to be driving for high tech. And they are part of the... so I can select any... now I have to choose an academy to go into. And I don't know what academy high-tech drivers go to. So now I gotta type in the names of all the F1 teams, and they're, like Mercedes has an academy, Ferrari has an academy, right? Ferrari Academy, Red Bull Driver Academy, their Red Bull Junior program, and then the Renault program, and then McLaren, and none. None is an option. We could choose none. to give us flexibility, I guess. Let's see. Random name. Pick another name. There. Okay. Just click start. It's going through the names. Red Bull. We're gonna be in Red Bull's Junior Academy. All right. So we're gonna be in Red Bull's Junior Academy.
Great, that's everything we need. You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But if you're ready to go, hit advance to head to Team HQ, and we can start our push to the top of Formula 1.
Oh, he looks so sick in the High Tech. That's the name of the team, right? I should know the team. It's High Tech, yes. We are at High Tech, so we're here in Bahrain, taking forever to get the F2 career started. I've not done a full season of F2, and I don't know how much we'll get done tonight, but there's always a sprint and a feature race. So I know that. So there's like 2 races. We have a sprint race, which is a quick, short race, and then there's a feature race. I don't know what's going to get done tonight. We got a practice session. I guess we got qualifying. All that stuff. So we're doing our own F2 career mode. We don't need Breaking Point. Is Breaking Point called Breaking Point like B-R-E-A-K-I-N-G, or is it B-R-A-K-I-N-G? It was literally just on the screen, but I don't even remember. Sakir, we're in Bahrain for practice in F2. This career is going to be done from cockpit cameras. That's clearly not us. You would know it was us based on the retro helmet, 90s style. That's a cool helmet on whoever that driver is. I don't know who the driver is.
This first race of the season is always quite difficult for us trackside, and for those back at the factory as well, as it's the first time the car has run since winter testing. The more consistent mileage you can get in these sessions, the happier we'll be.
I mean, you don't develop an F2 car, though. They don't develop over the season. What is this? Hold the phone. Is there like a settings screen from here? I guess when I get on track, I'll change the camera. That's me! It's my face. It's not my actual face. I don't really look like that, but that's the closest thing in this game. Mazepin just has world. Oh, am I competing against the... I'm competing against the 2020 grid. So Mick Schumacher's in here. All right. We got to make a setup. This is going to be fun. All right, so race strategy, acclimatization, and fuel management. Okay. So it's all the same. The menu's just laid out a little bit different than what I'm used to. So Bahrain is not really a high downforce circuit. Ramp differential, okay. It's a little bit different on an F2 car. Oh, I wasn't done with that. Suspension geometry. Looks like the F2 car is a little more straightforward in terms of setting it up. But man, those Codemasters love that stiff front suspension, soft rear. And I'm going to just bump that up 7.2 and bring the ride height up at the front and down at the rear. Not as much rake on the car. Brake bias. We'll try 57 to start with. And then I'm going to bump up the tire pressures by 1 on the front and then by 2 on the rear. This will make sure that we have nice traction. And this is a practice session, so we should be able to get plenty of
We'll make the changes
feedback.
you requested.
So I don't have a choice, do I? No, I have to go on hard tires. I don't know how F2 practice sessions work, but whatever. Let's go out there and do... let's do acclimatization. It's a good one for us to do. We'll do flying lap. I don't need to drive out of the pits. I don't actually know how F2 practices work. See how it's not in cockpit camera? Well, now it is. Oh, God. Now, the practice sessions should tell us how far off the pace we are and how close we are to the right difficulty.
Your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Best of luck out there.
Yep. And I'm already going wide. To be fair, cockpit camera is so weird in this game. DRS goes open. I'm meant to change that to kph, not mach. See, we got metric in the temperatures, and then the speed, but the speed is still in, oh, I've already flashed back. It's practice. Practice is a perfect time to flash back. This is a perfectly acceptable time to flash back. Holy crap, the rotation. Okay, I think this Formula 1 or Formula 2 cars want to kill me. Oh god, where is it going? Oh man, this thing is going to be so difficult to drive. Do you like what you see, Red Bull? See, I'm trying not to put the power down too quickly or too harsh. You gotta be very progressive with the throttle. Really progressive. Oh, man. Okay, it's not flat. Isn't that turn 12? I think this is turn 13. So far, I've just been okay.
Good work. You seem to have a solid handle on the lap. Let's try and perfect each turn.
Yes, I do, Jeff.
Remember that chaining good corners together will give you a consistency bonus.
Try to be very careful on the brakes. It's easy to lock the rear axle in these Formula 2 cars. I watched Mick Schumacher win the championship here this past year, and that was really fun to watch him win the F2 championship, especially being that I'm a Ferrari fan and he's a Ferrari Academy driver and the son of Michael Schumacher. Everybody seems to just love Mick. Like, imagine being Mick Schumacher and your entry into Formula 1, everyone just loves you right away just because you're the son of a legend. A lot of pressure on that young man's shoulders, but I'm looking forward to following his career with great interest. He should have a very, very fun career. With a lot of pressure, but he seems to be taking it in stride. That's much better. Starting to get to grips with this thing. It rotates so nicely. I actually like the F2 cars. They rotate! We actually have rotation at the apex. Oh my goodness. I don't know if the shorter wheelbase is what's doing it as well. It just rotates so nicely. Traction is difficult. In fact, I'd say traction is even more iffy in the Formula 2 cars than it is in the Formula 1.
You pretty much nailed this circuit. This is a really strong foundation to build from over the weekend.
I'm P1 in the practice session. What the hell? On it. This is my championship to win. Yes, there we go. Those cars are on the opposite side straight that you can hear. Oh, She is feisty in nature. This car is fun to drive. I'm gonna have a fun time playing through the F2 season.
Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
All right, we got information. I did what I was supposed to do. So there you go. Getting acclimated. I know these practice sessions are super boring, but man. All right, let's try race strategy. Can I change the compound? No, I have to use the same compound. So that makes that simple. That makes that super simple, actually. I can do this. I can do this. 80 might even be a touch too easy. Might be a tad too easy. But we'll find out. I just want to keep rolling with this practice session. We were in P1 in the practice session, and it's just practice, but it's still.
Consistent laps, please. We're looking.
Shut up. I'm going to change just something real quick. Just give me... I don't even know what it's under. I don't know if it's under graphics settings or if it's... It might be under this. No, it's not under that. Is it simulation settings? No, it's not that. On-screen display? Yes, it's under this. KPH. I'm hardcore extreme. I like KPH. On-screen display cockpit view. Oh, I know what that does. Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need it during this. Start lights are fine. I know that's not super realistic. Rear view mirror. That's not realistic, but I like it for cockpit camera. Permanent session timer, that's fine. Always display objective panel. I don't know what that is, but
For good data that we can work into the race strategy.
that just helps me with giving me a mirror to see who's behind or around me, especially when I'm battling people in a race. So I know that mirror is damn ugly, but it works. It does its job. We just complete 5 laps at a race pace. We're going to see if we can match the pace required. Oh, I almost forgot to do DRS. Too hot. Turned in really sharp there. If I give up a lot of time in this corner, I feel like I do. I could be wrong. Oh god, the understeer. The downshift mid corner. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm killing the race. Look at the pace. I'm not even driving a very good lap and I'm killing it. So yeah, this might be a little too easy of a difficulty right now. I mean, I went conservative on difficulty. I didn't want to go way too high to start with. KPH just looks so much more appropriate. I mean,
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
this is Formula 2. It is a European series. I mean, I would expect it if I got into Formula 2 that on the dash it would say KPH. Holy crap, I almost lost it. I did lose the back end. What am I talking about? Oh my goodness. Okay, these tires are completely shot. Okay, Nissani, please. Thank you. Wave your hand. Thank the man for getting out of the way. He didn't have to do that. But he did because I'm faster. Like, way quicker. I'm way quicker. Move, bud. I'm faster. Oh, that beautiful, delicious apex. feel like short shifting is really going to be important as well in this series. So we're going to have a long F2 season to do here. So just bear with me while we try to complete the F2 season. It'll be totally worth it when we make our way to F1 and it feels like we've actually made a progression. I can sense myself devoting more time to F2 than F1, or than Breaking Point, the career mode. This F2 career mode to break than I do to Breaking Point. That's not to say that Breaking Point is bad or that it's a bad idea or anything. I don't even think it's poorly executed. It's just, I guess it's just a little bit different than what I thought it was going to be.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Gotta be careful. You can seriously lock the rear axle if you're not careful with these F2 cars. The rears lock so easy. It's just a downshift. If you're not careful with the downshift and the braking, it will lock the rears. So you gotta be very, very, very careful with how you downshift. Missed the apex by a mile. Why do I get the sense that the... What? Why do I get... I get the sense that the racing in this series is going to be a lot of fun in this game. It is in the real world. Racing in F2 is really good, but, you know, spec series and all that. Same chassis and everything. The race... Of course the racing is going to be very close. You're going to have, you know, where driver skill really becomes the biggest part of it. You don't really develop the cars. So it's all about driver skill. Great series for...
Great map. You've nailed what we
Hold
asked
that
for.
thought.
Keep it up.
All right, great series for drivers to showcase their ability to interested Formula One teams or to their Formula One academies. Yeah, that was not a very good corner and not very good traction either. Just have to beat that delta. That's all we have to do. Just beat the delta, and it's currently green. Only barely in the green at the moment, but it's in the green. First turn didn't help ourselves. I can feel the tires already going off, so this is going to be fun. Whoever locked up going into turn 10, thank you, because you've given me a tire mark to follow as my line through that corner. So thank you so much for giving me a way to see the line through the corner with your lockup, kind sir. Whoever it was that did that, I have no idea. It was probably Mazepin. Mazepin is in this. This is the 2020 F2 season, apparently. So, because we got Schumacher in here, we have Mazepin, Deruvula, Dan Ticktum in P5. A lot of people have a lot of negative things to say about Dan Ticktum.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
He was at one point, I don't know if he still is, he was part of the Red Bull Driver Academy at one point a couple years ago. Then, oh god. Fair enough that that's track limits. Makes sense. I won't argue against that. That's totally track limits. But I'm doing this from cockpit camera. Come on, give me a break. I can't exactly see out over the cockpit as well as I could if it was real life. I can look to my left and my right. I can see the apex. Well, better than I can in the game, I assure you. Oh, that was a nice save. Tires are going off. So this is going to be a fun experience doing the F2 series and having to manage tires throughout Grand Prix or race or whatever. It's not really a Grand Prix. That's reserved for F1. It's just you have 2 races. In F2, like I said, the sprint and the feature race, and that's it. We're trying to manage tires throughout a race is going to be very interesting. I'd like to get to that first race tonight, so we'll see. I'm assuming there's like qualifying. I don't have to do a whole lot of practice. I'm going to try to knock out these practice programs, but I'm feeling really, really good and really confident, but it seems like this is just a touch too easy. I want to look at my delta to the other drivers and see what the time difference is between myself and the other drivers.
Complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through them.
I mean, I nailed that. That was easy.
Numbers.
It was super easy. I passed that with flying colors. Body damage. When did I do body damage? Oh, me going over the curb? Did that do damage? I bet I damaged the car.
Have set us back a little.
I bet I damaged the car going over the curb. That's kind of cool, and at the same time, I'm kind of pissed. I didn't know that I could do that. All right, so fuel management. We have plenty of time. Oh, you know, this might be crunch time here. We're going to have all of 13 minutes? No, not even 13. We're going to have less than 12 minutes when we finish repair. Can I get this done? How many laps do I have to do? 3 laps. Oh, we can do 3 laps. Come on. Jeff, we can do 3 laps. Those repairs really were a complete boner. A boner. I mean, they boned us. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Those repairs were, they boned us, having to do repairs.
In this program, we want you to focus on fuel-saving technique.
I had a boner for the
Lift and
repairs.
coast through corner entry to save as much as you can while keeping under the minimum lap time.
Whoa. Man, traction is something else. Accidental early shift into 6th gear. It's fine. Okay, 80 is way too easy. I didn't even look at the time difference between myself and the other drivers, because I don't know that I actually really care that much. Not 80 is fine. We want to win this race easy with flying colors. This is fuel saving, so I need to remember to save some fuel. Taking that Lewis Hamilton line through there. This is before that happened, because this is the 2020 F2 season. What am I doing? I apologize if I'm destroying the car on the curbs. The team's gonna be like, dude, you need to stay off the curbs. The car can't take the damage anymore. You've damaged the floor. The fact that you can damage the floor on curbs, if that's a real thing, that is a significant improvement in simulation on Codemasters' part. I would not expect them to have gone that hardcore, excuse me, on, oh, come on. That's a flashback. I need to focus on driving and then commentate. Okay, here, let's try this again. Hold the phone. Just hold that thought for just a second. Get to the apex, please. Alright, now I can continue my thought. The fact that Codemasters has gone that hardcore on simulation, that's a nice feature for a game that's supposed to be very arcade. Well, not very arcade. This game has actually really deviated away from the arcade bit a lot in the last couple of years. I mean, this game has gotten more extreme with its simulation. The simulation aspect, racing line.
Very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
That's something that's in the MotoGP games. Racing line. Did I not adhere to the racing line? Anyway, just so you know, here's the setup that we ran just for reference. 6, 7. There's the transmission settings, the suspension, brakes, tires. F2 is pretty simplistic compared to F1. 3 minutes left in the session. We nailed it. Lap times, yeah. Well, I'm 3/10 ahead of Tsunoda. That's not terribly far. We'll try a difficulty of 82 for the race and everything for the next session. Can I change it in here? Look at Tsunoda in the Red Bull Driver Academy down here in F2. So qualifying is the next session. But can I change? I can't. But can I change the AI from here? No, I can't. Not from this screen. So I have to do it in the next session. But yeah, I mean, this game has gotten way more extreme on the hardcore element of things in the last couple of years. And so I'm just going to talk for just a minute, if you can bear with me talking. It's gotten much more extreme on the hardcore element of things. Like I said, I did not expect for a game that was supposed to appeal to such a massive amount of people, because this game does have to appeal to a huge audience. It can't just appeal to those hardcore sim racers. It's got to appeal to people who just want to have fun, who just want to have a bit of the F1 video game experience. But at the same time, it wants to take itself seriously. And I think this game, 2021, and over the past couple years as well, has done a fantastic job of doing exactly that, striking a perfect balance between hardcore sim and arcade racer. It doesn't seem to be too much of one or the other. In fact, you might argue over the last couple of years, it's gone a little more to the extreme on the hardcore simulation side of things. It's punishing on curbs, it's punishing on grass. You touch grass, you spin. You hit a specific curve the wrong way, you spin. I kind of don't like a lot of that. Especially flat curbs like this curb here on the outside, you shouldn't be spinning on that. That raised curb, I get that. A raised curb like that one at turn 1 apex, I understand. But, you know, it punishes you. Damage is more punishing. Damage is more severe, and there's more parts of the car that can get damaged. I like it. Codemasters has done a really great job, and they should be applauded for their efforts in making this game have a more authentic feel and a more, I don't know the word for it, a more of a simulated aspect. So with that being said, let's go to qualifying, and it should be in that qualifying screen. I should be able to change the AI difficulty just a couple of clicks, and if it's still too easy from there,
all cars are
bump it
now
up some
over
more.
the line, your top 3 again are the Rainmaster, Tsunoda, and Marino Sato. Practice times are on the board then, but no points are on offer just yet. We'll be back with more F2 action soon.
I didn't even realize my teammate is Nikita Mazepin. I am Nikita's teammate in F2. That's kind of wicked. I didn't even think about that. I thought Nikita raced for a different F2 team, but he doesn't. He didn't. He raced for High Tech. I didn't think about that. That never even crossed my mind until now. I race on the same F2. This has got to go out in the tweet. Oh, man. I am Nikita's F2 teammate. That's kind of wicked. So here's a screen. Oh, it's qualifying, so I can't change the difficulty. Can I? We're here. We're in qualifying. I can't change the difficulty. That's my car. That's my helmet. You love my awesome 90s style helmet. It looks cool. Looks cool in that car. All right. Session info. FR means the feature race, and SR means sprint race, just for the record. And they take place during the day, but qualifying's at night. I didn't know that. So we only have a choice of medium tires. And I don't know how F2 qualifying works. Even though I've watched F2 qualifying in real life, they don't have like a Q2. They have a 30-minute session and you set your best time. So I don't want to go out early in the session, especially considering I can't change tire compounds. So this is, I am at the mercy of just being able to do that one lap on the tire compound. So we'll go, here's what my plan is. We'll go out with about 18 minutes left-ish. Let them rubber the track in. So these guys are going to go out and they're going to rubber the track in a little bit, and then we're going to choose tires. Now, I don't know. I have got to brush up on the F2 rules. I don't even know if in the F2 rules, if you can start on any tire you want, or if that like same rule that exists in F1 where you have to start on the same tire. Because F2 rules could be different for all I know, but I'm not all that well versed. Oh, I meant to go to track. How do I go to track? Go to track. Toggle weather. Exit. Oh, is it from here? Oh, go to track from here. Yes, park firme, I know. Drive out.
All complete. Mechanics
I thought I did it
stand
from that
clear.
screen, but that's
We're
just
ready
the
to go.
screen that gives you all the timing information, deltas, time remaining in the session, all kinds of information like that. So we're just going to go to track, and we're going to nail it. So I'm stuck on this difficulty until I can get to another menu, which is fine with me. Now, what's the pit limiter? Is this the... Yep, that's my pit limiter button. Oh, this track looks so amazing at night, doesn't it? Graphics for the F1 games have just gotten better and better and better every single year, but especially at night. So I'm going to set a lap. It's probably going to be pole position. Is it going to be pole position? I don't know. I'll go move the brake bias forward. That also takes some of the pressure off the rears, having to worry about the rears locking up. And you can hold fifth here. Oh, we're getting grip on the medium tire. The medium tires are giving the grip there that I don't even have to downshift. Or maybe it's just that I'm finding confidence now in the car that I'm getting comfortable with it as well. That could also be it could also be a thing. Sorry, I'm looking at the menu, not shifting. I way revved that out in whatever gear I was in. Cool. So I can't change fuel. So we have like a little over we have about roughly 2 laps of fuel remaining. My goal is to go out again late in the session after they've rubbered the track in some more, because I'm assuming you can't change tire compounds, so this is what it is, DRS. I'm catching Delatraz. Oh God! Hey Louie, get out of the way, man. He's giving me a nice slipstream though. If he just gets out of the way into the next corner after turn 10 here. Just get out of the way after the turn 10 hairpin. Give me a nice slipstream. Just making sure DRS is open. Okay, he's gonna pull me right along. He'll give me a nice little tow. Oh. You gotta get out of my way, Louis. What was that all about? He ran into me. Louis, what are you doing? Hey, Louis, what are you doing? Oh, and he pits. And I go pole position.
Fantastic.
Oh.
That was the fastest lap.
All right, let's bring her into the pits. P1, P1. Type PEEWAN in the chat. P1. P1 Sebastian. P1. Yes, you are the lion. Way too much Sebastian Vettel. Oh, I miss the Seb days at Ferrari. I could go on and on about Sebastian Vettel at Ferrari. It just was not meant to be. How much am I on pole by? Because I don't have my microphone plugged into the thing, so I can't ask Jeff that question straight up. I could go on Team Radio and I could say, I could scroll through it and say, you know, hey Jeff, what's the session update? But let's see, I'll try it. Session update.
You're leading the pack, P1, and behind us are Sonoda, Schumacher, and Tictum. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:42.7.
Oh, I should have asked driver behind, but I'm coming into the pits, so we're gonna see it in just a second. So don't worry, I didn't speed. I engaged the pit limiter exactly like you asked me to. That actually almost threw me off. It pulling up pit limiter like that. I was not quite ready to see that. I was like, I'm trying to focus on braking and slowing down before entering the pits. The pit animation is not so jarring anymore, so they did fix that. They fixed the pit, at least with F2. It's like that with F2 at least. I don't know if it's still like that with F1. So we haven't figured that out yet, but it's not like that in F2 at least. That's a nice change. It's 10:24. I was supposed to play a hockey game tonight, but it got canceled. So I'm streaming instead. I mean, we would have already finished up quite a few hours ago, about 2 hours ago, but still. Okay, so I'm 4/10 on pole, which is quite a bit. It's quite a gap, but yeah, I think 82-83 might be about the perfect difficulty. So we're almost bang on, but yeah. So we're gonna go out again, simulate time ahead, and we'll just do one more lap. I'm going to do a flying lap. I don't feel like doing all this driving out stuff. We'll go out. How much is the lap time? A 42? Okay, so we need to at least go around at like 2. We need to go out of the pits at like 2 minutes and 20 seconds-ish. That should give us plenty of time to get around. So I'm going to do 230, 220. So we're going to go out of the pits in just a few seconds. All right, go out. Give me just a second. Oh, everyone's on track now. Flying lap. We'll tell them to do flying lap. So you can't manage fuel in this game anymore, so you don't have to worry about fuel or anything. Okay, there's a car in front of me. I don't know if they're on a flying lap or on an out lap out of the pits, or if they're actually doing a qualifying lap. Samaya. Please. Oh, the session is over.
Fantastic. You've got pole.
Okay, that's one way to achieve pole. I'll take it. I won't question anything. I have pole position. All right. Thank you, Jeff, for that fantastic update. I guess I have pole position for my
So
first
qualifying
F2
is
race.
complete, and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are the Rainmaster, Sonoda, and Daniel Ticktum. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the feature race tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
I just realized who my avatar character on the left, that's me. I just noticed what he looks like, who he looks like. I'm getting Marc Marquez vibes from that avatar. Tell me that face does not give you Marc Marquez vibes. That definitely looks a lot like Marc Marquez. It's not perfect, but it looks a lot like Marquez. If Marc Marquez plays F1, if Marc Marquez plays F1 2021, and he somehow wants to do a career mode, he's got a very good face to choose from. I'm just saying. Okay. Can I change difficulty from this screen? I'm curious. Or will I have to do this first race on the difficulty that I've chosen? Ah, here we go. No? Yes? I don't see anything about AI. Simulation settings, no. Oh, it's right here, simulation settings. Yeah, we're going to do 83 because that's crazy easy. Qualifying is done. Feature race is next. 16 laps around Bahrain. My God, man. We'll do the feature race tonight. I can't guarantee the sprint race.
Welcome to Sakir and the Bahrain International Circuit, where the grid is forming up ready for today's race.
Spicy.
Bahrain represents an exceptional 3.36 miles of racing. Lots of opportunities to overtake throughout its 15 corners. Now, this track has a reputation for being brutal on the rear tyres, so keep an eye on how these young drivers manage their rubber. Strategy here could ultimately determine the winner of this race.
Ooh, them butterflies.
Davide, you're a three-time winner around here in 1 week, I believe, back in 2012. How on earth do you make the tyres last around this racetrack? They degrade so quickly.
To be honest, the key to the race is having a good start so you can get your car into a good position. Then save the tires as much as you can and push just at the end.
I got 4 points in the championship.
Let's take a look at the grid positions for today's race.
I ain't
The
done
Rainmaster
anything but been
lines up
fastest
on
in
pole
qualifying.
position with Yuki Tsunoda.
Tsunoda.
alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ticktum, Schumacher, Marino Sato, and Matsushita, Dragovic, Schwartzman, Joe, Pedro Piquet, Lundgaard, Aitken,
Is that Nelson Piquet's
Giuliano
kid?
Alesi, and Armstrong,
Or is...
Ilott, Nissani,
What's his relation to Piquet?
Deruvula, and Louis Delatraz. Mazepin, Samaya, Galeo, and Artem Markelov completes the
Mazepin
grid.
in 19th.
And with preparations
Teammate on
almost
pole.
complete, let's head down to the track.
Yeah. I don't know what to expect here.
What a great way to start the season. Pole position. Now let's take the win.
Oh yeah, we got them points, Jeff. It's a one stopper all the way, bro. Oh, dude, those medium tires are gonna go off the cliff. I am absolutely certain we should pit early. Pit on lap 5. We're in Parc Ferme, so we can't change anything but the front wing, I think. We can change the brake bias, obviously, and the tire pressures. But I'm going to change the tire. I'm going to leave the tire pressures, actually. I'm going to leave them. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Fuel load is fixed for F2 cars, so I can't change that. That's cool. That makes that very, very easy. So it's just a matter of going to lap 5 and then pit and go from there until lap 11. Cool. Let's do it, Jeff. Oh, God, there's no formation lap. Formation lap's not needed in F2. It's not a great start. Sorry, there's a car behind me. It's Sato. Let's try to get that undercut. I don't know when these guys are planning on pitting, so... let's go after it. Got a little too aggressive and almost lost the rear. Almost did it again. I'm destroying the rear tires by doing this. Jeez, look at the tire wear already. Could try to look after the tires on the hard tire compound that we're going to switch to in the pit stop phase on lap 5. Tsunoda leads us away out of lap number 1. You can see the tires on the right side of your screen there. Come on, don't let me spin it on my first race. Too quick into that corner. I'm just too quick. Overdriving the car into that corner. Straighten the car out. Get on the power once you straighten the car out. Tires still have to go until lap 5, so we got a lot of the race ahead of them. Am I gonna have to fuel save? That's my question. You got plus 0.64 laps of fuel. It'll be part of tire saving. Come on, give me DRS. I know it's not available yet, so... they're on mediums as well. I wonder when their pit stop strategy is. I wonder what their strategy is regarding pit stops.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards.
Yeah. God, I keep losing the rear coming out of that corner. I just don't have traction. And he has DRS. Oh, I do as well. Oh no. We have a fault with the rear wing, don't we? See that? We have a fault with the rear wing. Trying to catch Tictum, and I don't have DRS. DRS is offline.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
I can't get past Tictum right now. How do I do that?
Okay, copy that.
Jeff trying to change strategy on me. I'm assuming the rear wing is still offline. Yes.
The car behind is dropping back by about
Gosh
3
dang
tenths
it.
a lap.
Finally didn't lose the back end coming out of this corner. We're going to box on the next lap. Don't go too hot into this corner. That's much better. Tires are taking a beating, especially on the left side. Oh, he's making a lockup. Take them locked up, but I don't have DRS. That's the worst part for me, is I have no DRS. It's keeping me from being able to overtake. I'm putting a nose in, but I'm too far back. That was one of those I would have had to be all out committed to. I would have had to be alongside to pull that move off. There was no way. Should allow me to be able to pull right up behind him though. Oh, if only I had DRS, that's gonna kill me this long straight. No DRS.
Push now. We're
Exactly.
bolting this lap.
We need the bit on this lap. I'm not doing anything. I'm not making any progress, so. Time to box. I mean, I'm getting good exits out of that corner. But I'm just too far back to really do a lunge. And he's got DRS. That's the thing that's really killing me, is he has DRS and I don't. Locked up again. I don't know if I did, but I don't think I did. Tictum's out of DRS. Oh, and I have it. Rear wings back online, baby. Oh God, do I go for this? He's alongside. He's not anymore. I had to think very carefully about that maneuver. Ha! I could go another lap. Let's go one more lap. Faster than Tictum anyway. I can go another lap. He lost DRS. That was huge for me. That he lost DRS and I got it. Let's put Tsunoda under some pressure here. They want me to pit because that was my strategy, but I'm going to go another lap. I'm going to box on this lap, I think.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the
Yeah, I
driving.
know. Whatever Tsunoda does, we don't do. So if he stays out, we come in. If he goes in, we stay out. Pushing the limit of the car. See what Tsunoda does. Does he come in? What's Tsunoda doing? Oh, he's going in. We're staying out. We get DRS as well. And I set the fastest lap.
That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Boom. I think we're going to be fine here. We'll have more tire to fight back with at the end of the race anyway. We need to come in on this lap, though. This lap has to be kind of all or nothing. You know, we have to go for it here.
Peter is coming in for a stop.
That corner could have been so much better. Yeah, tires are starting to wear out now. Tires are gone. Jeff, my tires are gone. They're dead. Completely dead. We've either completely screwed this strategy or we have nailed it. It's going to be interesting. Where do we come out in relation to Tsunoda? Don't speed. I don't have to control anything in the pits. Just pull away. So Tictum's in, Sato's in, Drugovich in, Schwartzman in. So all those guys are in. Where's Tsunoda? That's the question. Did we lose out massively to Yuki? Or did we make up time? Alright, now we're out. 6 seconds. I don't know if that's a slow pit stop in Formula 2. It's probably a decent stop, I guess. They don't change tires like they do in Formula 1.
Up to speed now.
That's Tsunoda.
Let's get some heat into those
Oh
tires.
god. Oh god, it is so close between us. Holy crap. What in the world? But I have cold tires. That came really close out of the pits, but we just did have the advantage. I didn't want to run into him. My tires are colder, his are up to temperature, so he'll have that initial grip, but once mine come up to grip, I have the fresher tires by the end of this race, or I should do. We'll see. We'll see if he puts us under pressure, if we got a battle on our hands here for the win. Just got to keep myself tidy until lap 16. We've had a really good race so far. Oh wow, I'm pulling a gap to Tsunoda. Actually, I'm kind of disappointed at how quickly we pulled the gap, but we'll see if it comes back to us. Let's see if he comes right back at us. It's like, oh man, I'm pulling a huge gap. Man, how dare I pull such a huge gap? Disappointment. Ooh, a small lockup. Now, as the tires wear out, man, they really do wear out. So we're gonna have to keep that in mind. That we do need to watch after our tires and watch that fuel as well. That we don't completely just burn out all the fuel. We're gonna have to do maybe a little bit of fuel saving, and I'll probably do that midway through this stint. Just watching after the tires right now. Watch the tires, watch the fuel. Oh, man. So Tsunoda is staying there, but it looks like the gap might increase just slowly over the laps. So I don't expect he'll be a threat, but we'll see how it goes. I haven't, you know, I can always completely spin it or do that. Just went wide out of that corner. Remember, we do need to watch after the tires. 2-second gap already. It's my first time sim racing in quite a few weeks. Holy crap. Quite a few weeks since my PC had broken down and I've only recently gotten it fixed. Fastest lap of the race.
Fastest lap of the race. Keep
Kind of destroying the field right now. And it's not supposed to be this easy. I'm not going to say it's not supposed to be like this, but it's not supposed to be this easy. That might damage the car a little bit. I'm actually shocked to be saying that about a Codemasters F1 game. That running over a curb a certain way might damage the car. We've really gone to a lot more extremes this year. But I love it. Yeah, we are on simulation damage, so you do need to be very smart when overtaking. Don't just go for a lunge because one exists. Don't take that famous Ayrton Senna quote into account. Just because a gap exists. It's funny because that quote is actually often taken out of context. Where am I going? What lines am I taking through these corners? The improv line. This car is starting to feel really bad on hard tires. Oh, the understeer, it is chronic. Excuse me, where's all my grip going? It's like my grip has just disappeared suddenly. I have no grip. You can look at the sector times, that reflects it. I'm a second and some change down on my personal best. Well, a full second. Just less than a second as I cross the start-finish line. That fastest lap of the race. I wasn't even trying to set the fastest lap of the race. I'm just trying to keep it on track. We have to go back and see that outlap out of the pits. It was like lap 7. So we're going to have to see that for sure at the end of this race. So that was pretty close and very intense. Don't spin the car here. Well, this just got super boring, super quickly. Okay, car's really getting away from me on traction. It's a very common F1 2021 thing. Yeah, I don't even think A83 is an appropriate difficulty. I think this is too easy. Can't believe this has actually gotten away from. I was giving the AI a lot of credit because they're so much better this year. But I mean, I'm still like killing this on 83. I didn't think, I don't know. Might be 87 difficulty might be the appropriate one. 4-second gap. 3.5-second gap. Seems that Tsunoda is bringing it back a little bit. Left front taking a beating at this circuit. Jeff, talk to me. I'm lonely.
You are in first position, front of the pack. Tsunoda behind. Okay, the gap behind is 5.0 seconds. They're on old hards. They seem to have an issue. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 4 laps remaining.
I didn't know that. He has an issue apparently. That explains why he's so slow. But still, I mean, I'm crushing it. I might get another fastest lap depending on what I do at the end of this lap. Yep. We're gonna go purple. There it is. 43.8. There you have it. There you have it. Oh, it's Matsushita behind now. Did he say Matsushita when he gave me that radio message? I wasn't even really listening. It was Tsunoda that had the issue, I think. I'm just shocked at how far behind he fell, but I guess he has a serious enough issue. There isn't too much race left, so just relax and take solace in the fact we have a nice lead. We just have to complete 2 more laps after this and we're done with the feature race. .45.1. Yeah, I feel really, really good about our chances this season. We're going to be killing it. If we ran on this difficulty, we would. But we're going to have to turn it up. This is way too easy. I don't want to have a million boring races like this one. So we go to 12 different sites on the calendar, but we have different races. The feature and sprint race. Of course, we're doing all this at 50% of the actual race distance, so this race would be, what, 30-something laps? 32? Whatever. No. What is 16 times 2? I don't know. I'm not very good at math. It would be 32, wouldn't it? Because, yeah, it would be 32. So my initial math was correct. I'm a genius. I sucked at math. Always hated math. It was never my strong suit. And if you do 16 on top of 16, you know, to add them together, you do 6 and 6 is 12. And then you carry the 1. Boom! There's your math.
Final lap of the race.
Easy math. Hey, don't make fun of me. I can do math. I just make it more complicated than it has to be. I do math with extra steps. I lost so much time in that corner. Look at the delta. It's just going down. My delta's just tanking. Yeah. Well, and we're going to win. Our first F2 race. What a debut.
Fantastic drive. Just fantastic. You deserved that race win.
Thank you, Jeff. I always do. So I earned the pole in the first race, and I win the feature race. So I get the pole and win the feature race. Now it will be reverse grid, isn't it, for the sprint? That's gonna be fun. All right.
And I have to wonder, Davide Valsecchi, just what set them apart from the competition.
Oh yeah, look at that helmet.
This win was about one thing and one thing only: consistency. Anyone can be quick for just one lap, but there's a difference between that and being quick every lap, over and over and over. If you can do that, if you can gain ground when your opponents make mistakes, but then not make mistakes on your own, you can just push and push.
And it's time now for the podium celebrations, and how well deserved is this one? What a fantastic victory for High Tech GP.
I don't know that I see the Marc Marquez in the face anymore. It's gone now. Hey, the American. Between two Japanese drivers, Matsushita and Tsunoda. The Tsunoda finished P3. Tough race for him, because I think he had a fault with his car that prevented him from being able to be as quick as he really could have been. So, but a fun race. We definitely got to bump it up, but this is going to be a fun season. This little F2 season, we can have some fun with this. And it'll allow me to get back into a sim racing groove before we jump into the F1 side of things. I mean, of course, by the time we've done a full 12 race calendar, it'll have been enough.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. The Rainmaster increases their championship lead. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do do you think you'd go for?
I think it's got to be Shangaleol. It's not always spectacular, but he quietly gets the job done, and that's the case today.
And now a look at the team standings. High-Tech GP moved to the top of the table. After all this drama, you'll be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you there. Take care.
Alright, so if I hit advance, then it just gets past this screen and allows me to scroll down. And Mazepin gained places. You know, Galeo gained 7 places. That's actually respectable to gain places. So, you know, our best lap was not terribly much faster than their best laps. But yeah, they... Oh, look at this. Tsunoda had a 43.9. So it was pretty close between us, outside of the fact that he had a car issue. And don't let me forget to view the replay. There's the standings after one race. And I was going to say race weekend, but we're not even done here in Bahrain. So that's one race down. Standings, race director. Yep. There was no incidents between myself. Zhou had a collision with Schwartzman. And then there's your pit stops. Armstrong had to change the front wing. And that's it. I do want to see that highlight, so we'll go to replay. There's not much to see. We can see the race start here. That's me on the pole. I didn't have a great start. Really didn't have a good start at all. You'll see here, I just get off the line slow. Lose positions, I'm down to second, down to third. That's how Tictum got me. They got me off the line. Then I was stuck behind him for a while. Went down to fourth temporarily, and then I got past Sato. Just kind of did everything I could to make that corner and squeeze him out. See, the high-tech car, now that we're in Bahrain, you can see the silver of the high-tech car. I thought it was a white car in the preview. That's why I didn't think it was anything about being on Mazepin's team, but now I see it. Look at the helmet. The helmet is so sick, isn't it? I think this helmet has got to stick with us through the career. This has got to be the helmet. Easily. Oh yeah. It looks good. It even looks good inside this car. Oddly enough. I think it would look really good inside the Dams car in front of us. You can see Schumacher. You can tell that's Schumacher, that green helmet in the background there. But anyway, we're looking to get to... Oh, I can hide everything. If I keep pressing button 4, I can hide everything. Oh, nearly losing the back end. Getting in all sorts of flirtatious danger there. So let's go to onboard. So out of random chance, the randomizer, we went to high-tech, the same team as Mazepin. I didn't know he raced for high-tech, but I did know that he raced. When I watched Bahrain, results, feature race, results in the week, and I got the points for pole. So I have quite the gap. How many points do I have? My chat box is blocking it. So I got 25 at 29 points. So I have a huge lead, but that is going to change because we're going to change the difficulty before we jump into the next race. We cannot run on this. Alright, we'll go to settings and I'll change it now. So we have that out of the way. We'll run on 86. 86 is a fair change. I should be able to back out to the main menu. Quit to main menu. Yep. That should all be auto saved and everything. So we'll pick back up with this. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or what. I don't know what's going on with my schedule tomorrow. Everything is an unknown. But we'll either pick back up with this tomorrow or we're definitely doing career mode over the weekend. I don't know about Breaking Point, but I have lost a lot of interest in Breaking Point after tonight. I have. It's not that it sucks, but I'm more interested in the single player career. So we'll pick back up with this with an F2. With F2 this weekend probably. I don't know the schedule though.